2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, put an air filter in our truck. The mileage dropped off significantly. Put an air filter in it. Helped a little bit. Okay, I'm like, God, what's going on in this truck? All of a sudden, I knew the fuel filter was clogged up. A couple weeks ago, put a new fuel filter in it. Made a difference. Still wasn't right. I'm like, okay. A couple weeks ago, put a week and a half, whatever, put rotor and distributor cap. Made more difference. Still wasn't right. I pulled out a spark plug, looked at it. Oh, this is burning good. It's nice, light, toasty brown, just like they're supposed to be. No carbon deposits. Okay, we're good. Went down to the, God told me, he says, change the plugs. Went down to the parts house. I said, I need such and such a plug for this motor. They handed them to me. I'm looking at that. I'm like, what in the world? That ain't what I got. This is what the factory specs call for. You hear that? Factory specs. And that's what we're doing. House of My People has been rediscovering the book, straightening things out back to factory specs. How's that? I get in there, start pulling out spark plugs. Ford for that motor is supposed to, just for simplicity here, supposed to have a number 25 plug. The one I already pulled out was 26. So I thought that's a hotter range plug. They go higher the number, higher the heat. 26. I pull out. They gave me 25s. God says, what's the difference? Put it in. Next plug I pulled out had 24 written on it. I had 7 24s and a 26 in that truck. It was fouled up. I put all new 25s. And the gap, the spark plug gap, was supposed to be 44 thousandths. Well, that's what the truck said. Somebody wrote it on the truck, 44 thousandths plug. And when you look in the stickers, it says 52 to 56. The parts house told me, they wrote it on my box, they said, set these at 54, which is a considerable gap. 54 thousandths. Change all that. Put new plug wires on it. Still isn't right. It's better. It's got some soup, but it's not right. I said, well, the only thing left is timing. And that's when God started talking to me. He says, do you understand I'm a God of timing? He says, do you understand I am using you, the prophetic person, to tune my house, my people. Put them back to factory specs. Put them on the same level. Doesn't mean individually, but get them operating correctly. Get the fuel right. Get the fire right. The Holy Spirit.
Yep.
Get it right. Get the carrier of the fire correct. Get the distribution right. Get it right. He said, that's what you're doing with my people. You're tuning them up so they can be at factory specs, manufacturer specifications. Blew me away, the parable of the pickup. This is why I've been fighting that thing for a couple months. I'm like, what in the world?
Yep.
You do this, it works better. And that's where all of us have been getting adjusted.
Yes.
So we're not spark plugs of this and this and this and this, all hitting different places. You're here, all firing correctly, all doing what you're supposed to be doing, all understanding. That's deep, the parable of the pickup.
That's what helps you pull the load.
There it is. Now, I needed a timing light. I went down to the mechanic shop I usually go to here in Winston. They wanted $60 to time my truck. I said, holy cow, I could buy a timing light. And they said, yeah, you can. I said, I think I'll handle this one myself, boys. Thank you. Last night, Kim and I went into town. Now, I'm going to have to back up here a second. There's a story right here. I've got to tell the story about going into town. It's very deep. It goes right back to what they were saying about a blessing coming, about walking into favor, about having things you shouldn't have. Picked Kim up from work yesterday. I said she was kind of burned out. She had a very hectic day at school. And she asked me, she says, what do you think if we go into Red Robin, we'll split a burger and have endless fries? All right, it was like $6.99. Ooh. We got all we could eat. And they were happy to split the burger. On our way in there, I said, I saw a car I want to show you. She says, I saw a car I want to show you. So we went and looked at cars. Just look, okay? And we ended up, let me back up here just for a second. We ended up down at an appliance store on Diamond Lake Boulevard. The reason we had to go there is because some guy got the bright idea. He was tired of a lid lock on his washing machine, so snip, snip, and I cut it off. Oops, it killed the whole washer. It wouldn't do nothing. It just quit. It wouldn't do nothing. And you're looking at the thing, you took it all apart. It is a magnetic lid lock. Nobody knows how this thing works. They stayed up too many nights designing this thing. I was ticked. It wouldn't run to do nothing. I'm like, oh great, that was smart. Well, anyway, we go in and we end up down looking at cars, and down the street is a repair shop, washing machines. And I just walked in the door. They were trying to close, and I had the part in my pocket. I said, magnetic lid lock for a Whirlpool machine. Oh, I mean, the guy disappeared, came right back out, and he had one. I says, how much? He says, $10. I said, sold. Turned around out of there, went back down to a secondhand store where she saw a car parked, went in there, and I said, oh, this is where I get my timing light to time the pickup. I asked the guys, oh yeah, we got one, walked over, $6. And that's what I'm talking about, unexpected favor. All of a sudden, we're just bebopping around, just pooping around. And here's the washing machine, here's this, all within a couple blocks. I mean, I'm like, whoa. I thought I was screwed with that washing machine lid lock, because it won't run, you're just done. I fiddled with it, I tried to put it back together, I did everything you could do to it. No, it wouldn't do nothing. You're just done. I'm like, oh, I was upset. I'm glad God blessed me, but it goes back to what that guy was saying. Opening things. Things are opening for us with favor because of what happened Tuesday. So anyway, today I took the timing light, hooked it up. Number one plug is on the front right side of the car, the truck. Guess what? The wires to the timing light, you could look down at the harmonic balancer, but you couldn't see the marks. You couldn't see nothing. Too much garbage in the way. The cords would not stretch, so I could look in from the other side. I reached up and turned it just a hair. I heard the engine take up. I said, there it is. And I tightened it down. That thing goes like a race car. And that's what I'm trying to say. God is teaching us something about timing, and that's what happened Tuesday. We're in a different timing. I can't explain it. I'm just trying to lay it out. What it means to you guys is all on your own understanding. There is something happening in the timing with us in heaven and the world.
Yes.
We have been tuned up, ready to go. Now the timing. And I'm going to say this, it just occurred to me. The timing is now in our favor. And that's a deep word. Our favor. Favor, ours. Timing in our favor. Something has changed.
Yes.
And I totally believe, because I didn't know this till I watched that video right with you. I hadn't seen that back part, all of it. I'm like, what in the world? I don't want to see that. All of a sudden I'm sitting here. I said, oh God, we got to watch this. That's why Kim was trying to shut it off. I know, keep going, keep going. Something has changed.
Amen.
And it happened Tuesday. And it goes right back to Rodney Howard-Browne. We're going to play that video about hunger again. Remember what he said? Suddenly. We've encountered a suddenly. I can't explain it. I just know we did. I don't know what it means. I just know it's there. I have no clue. I just know it's there. And it's going to mean something different for everybody in this room. Because the times have changed. We're not taking it from the Baals anymore. God is behind us. God is in front of us. God is over us. God is under us. And you'll hear a voice out of Jeremiah? This is the way, walk in it. And a voice behind your ear. I think you know that, Don.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard tell of it. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I have a verse. It was up on a hilltop outside of Bend some couple of years ago, and looking around and trying to get God's view of matters. I have